Hey friends, check this out.
Hey friends, with Venezuela debasing its dollar by 46% this week, I thought it'd be fun to come and check out the local coin show and see what Americans are doing to protect themselves against the debasement of our own currency by the Federal Reserve. And as you can see, the turnout is less than stellar here at this particular coin show. So we'll see if we can talk to some dealers and figure out what is going on and why there aren't more Americans here exchanging their fiat for precious metals. Sir. Hey.
So that was the scene on Saturday before I was asked by the organizer of the coin show to not film the event for, quote, the safety of the coin dealers. I guess the Department of Homeland Security-inspired security state has trickled down even on the local level to Goombas like the coin dealer organizer. But the point is, there was no one there. There are 2 coin shows per month in the metropolitan area in which I live, 3 million people, and you can often count the attendance of these coin shows with 2 hands. So it's apparent that Americans are still not waking up, and it's puzzling too. On Friday, Venezuela devalued its currency, the bolivars, by 46%. The central bankers are busy destroying currencies throughout the world: the Japanese yen, the Swiss franc, the British pound, the dollar. And they're calling this monetary destruction and devaluation assorted names like quantitative easing, and the sheeple people remain sound asleep. A 46% immediate loss in the purchasing power of the average Venezuelan, unless, of course, those folks had their fiat in gold and silver. If they didn't, the price of gold and silver just jumped for the average Venezuelan by 46%. See, what's lost on the average American is that although the purchasing power of the dollar has declined by more than 95% over the past 100 years when priced in precious metals, it's been a managed, slow decline, hard to see in real time. But as just happened to Venezuelans, a drastic and devastating overnight devaluation of the US dollar could easily occur at some point in the future. It will be the event that wakes the sheeple from their slumber, but then it will be too late. The time for action will have long since passed. The unattended coin shows, gone forever, replaced by long lines of regret-filled new recruits who will scramble to replace their remaining fiat dollars with hard currency. So, Venezuela is probably just an isolated case, right? Check out Argentina, the 3rd largest economy in Latin America. Argentina is facing a currency crisis that could easily spiral into hyperinflation. The value of the Argentina peso has plummeted by 80% since 1989 when measured in dollars. So what's Argentina's solution? Price controls. Every totalitarian government's last-ditch effort to prevent hyperinflation before it leads to political and social chaos. And it won't work. Food, gas, and basic necessities will become unavailable in stores and will skyrocket in prices on the black market. Again, the average Joe will suffer unimaginable hardship. So on Friday, what did Argentina do? As Zero Hedge puts it, the government banned advertising in Argentina's newspapers in an attempt to weaken what's left of a private, independent media and to punish those who don't comply with the government's propaganda. And the propaganda in the U.S. media and the propaganda that comes from the Fed is just as thick. Americans are bathed in it. From the endless wars we wage, to the outlook for the U.S. economy, to the attempts to strip us of our basic civil liberties and our right to defend ourselves, and to put an end to liberty. The sheeple in the United States will eventually get it, but by then, it will probably be too late. Stay tuned, my friends. I have a very gripping interview with our good friend Mark S. Mann coming up next. And thanks for tuning in to SGT Report and thelibertymill.com. Good night.